We're in the cool of the morning, boys and girls, and we're going to do a little saw comparison test. We have a Jonsered CS2166, and we're going to run it against a completely bone stock, brand new ms461, since we've done a lot of comparison videos against that particular platform. And then we're going to throw in a 066 just for kicks. So the Jonsered comes out of the box with a 71, according to the placard. They're 70.7 cc's. If you do the math anyway. Engine, they're only rated at 4.8 horsepower. However, they have a funky air cleaner system that doesn't allow for a lot of flow. And they also have some little guides in the transfer port covers that hinder the flow concept as well. So I guess technically this is flow 2.0, or more appropriately got flow 2.0. We've kind of been rolling through with this Jonsered a little bit, checking it in stock form, running against a standard XT Husqvarna. That'd be the X torque version, and which is basically their carbon copies, except for a couple of things I talked about. Some of the plastics, obviously, but internally the cases are the same. Cylinders are the same, carburetor, manifold, that kind of stuff. It's just the air cleaner hinders a lot of the performance. They're down about 0.6 on the X torque saw, and they're down about 1.2 on the 6.0 rated 461, and they're down 2.2 on the 7.0 rated 660. So the Jonsered's going to have the worst go of it because it has a knot at the bottom, but it's already barred up, so we're going to roll through anyway. We have a Samora lightweight 30-inch bar, and we actually have some full skip Carlton chain on today. And I've been playing around with my grind a little bit. This is the second rendition. Can't say I'm super well pleased. And Master Jackson's going to help me with the tack and maybe some narration. So we'll take a close-up on the air cleaner system, because we basically fitted this with the stock XT version, the heavy-duty version air cleaner anyway. The owner gave me the go-ahead to go for it, so it's kind of an interesting little project. So let's check that Ulticore out a little bit, shall we? Standard element, we had to change out the air horn or the velocity stack. Initially we were drilling some holes in the back to try to get some flow in with the stock system, which has the little mini waffle looking air cleaner, to something that actually works a little bit better. So we'll give her a run for her money at this point. Saw, please. You're welcome. You got that short up there?
What?
You have that short up?
Not yet.
Sometimes it's kind of nice to have that being able to move around, because what it does is it shows that, you know, you can put a lot of pressure on the saw enough Hey, what do you got there, dude? now we're bumping up against the rev limiter with the stops taken care of. Hey, we're like losing the log, bud. You want to grab this? Thank you. And check out this old rube. Okay, so we had an opportunity to give them a run. I'm kind of curious myself to see how they compare. I'm trying to let them on the initial cut when they're going down just feed themselves. Not really trying to apply any pressure on the back cut. Coming up through back bar, and then I'm actually trying to apply a little bit of pressure and see how they fare. So, trying to do all things equally. I'm actually well pleased with the Ulticore 2166. She came around nicely. I think she puts the herd on a stock 461 at this point. So, anyway, by God's grace, the owner will be well pleased when he gets his saw back out on the East Coast anyway. So, thanks for watching this session. Have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth.